Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be back again. I have today the honor to introduce you to OCS and especially Julian, our CEO. I'm very happy to have such a strong partner in our team and to collaborate together and to reach our next milestones that we are planning for our next weeks, months, and hopefully to reach it faster than it was planned. And so we are really looking forward to a small presentation that we have prepared so that you have the opportunity to get a better picture who is behind OCS and which kind of people are supporting us on our way in our crypto world.
Thank you, Owen. Very good to be here. Welcome, everybody. My name is Julian Al-Sayed. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of OCS Commodities and Investments here in Dubai. And we're very proud to have announced our recent investment into Zeniq. And we thought it would be useful for you as Zeniq followers if we could give you a short presentation about ourselves, about our background, and our plans for the future. Shall we crack on with that?
Yes, so we will start with the presentation. Here we go. So I will hand over to Julian again.
Thanks, Owen. Thank you. So the first slide you can see is our chairman and majority shareholder, Christian Thurner, who recently signed the investment into OCS. You can see the two into Zeniq. You can see the two founders there, Erwin and Michael. We're all very happy to have made the investment, and we're very much looking forward to the future. A brief background about OCS for you. We have a holding company, which is OCS International FZE. Underneath that, two subsidiary businesses, OCS International Finance, which is essentially a boutique private bank and investment bank. The private bank side conducts most services and offers most services that you would expect from a private bank. We have our own SWIFT code, we do debit cards, we have bank accounts and investment accounts. The investment bank raises capital for institutions, for companies, and structures bonds, predominantly convertible bonds. We do some capital raising via equity offerings as well, typical sort of investment banking activities. The OCS International is regulated, as you can see, by the Dubai Financial Services Authority, based here in the Dubai International Finance Centre. The area that I look after is OCS Commodities and Investments. As the name suggests, we tend to focus more on the commodity world. We trade gold, silver, we do some hedging for large oil companies, particularly in the oil products such as Brent and WTI. And we also do, we use the commodities and investments arm to carry out our crypto and digital activities. We're located in the Dubai World Trade Center, which is just a short step away from the Dubai International Finance Center. And that we have, I would say, much nicer offices over there, wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
We're a small organization. They're currently around 18 people, which we will be expanding and growing over the course of this year. The senior executive officer and chairman of the board is Christian Thurner, super experienced operator. It says 35 years of experience in finance. It's actually more than that, but I think he's probably slightly embarrassed about that, but let's not talk about that now. He's had many senior positions in finance. He's originally Austrian, and I believe a number of you watching today are of Austrian background as well. He was senior manager at Raiffeisen Bank, amongst others over there. But he's been involved in other sort of family offices, especially on an advisory capacity here in the Middle East. And he's been a sort of serial long-term entrepreneur and investor as well. My name is Julian Outside, as I mentioned. My background is investment banking originally, and then hedge fund trading. I worked at a bank called Dresdner Bank for many years. I was in charge of something called Pan-European equity sales trading. I then went to work for a large global macro hedge fund, where I got significant experience trading all the other asset classes, so not just equities, but fixed income, foreign exchange, commodities as well. As it mentions on the slide, I am a fervent believer in the power of blockchain as a technology. I think most of us are, certainly most of us who are tuned into this webinar. And I'm a big believer, obviously, in crypto generally, but especially asset-backed crypto. OCS, just sort of give you a brief snapshot. Essentially, our client base are private clients and institutional clients. We invest and execute and custody over the full range of asset classes. So equities, fixed income, foreign exchange, commodities, and obviously digital assets now. Our main custody relationships are with Julius Baer and Zeniq and ING in the Netherlands. And as mentioned previously, we are a bank and we have our own Swift code and debit cards, which we will be coming on to later, because we will be partnering with the mighty Zeniq, who will be launching their own debit card later this year. The Zeniq debit card will give you access to everything you would expect from any debit card. And the key strategic, let's say, unique selling point is security, wouldn't you say?
Exactly.
Yeah. It'll be fully globally accepted, and there will be fixed fees only for cash withdrawals around the world. It'll act like any other debit card, and other than the fact that we are absolutely adamant that we'll be able to offer the Zeniq card with significantly more security. Owen, if you could say a few words about it.
Now, first of all, we are really proud to have our own Zeniq card. I think this is a really, really nice add-on, and I think it's especially for people who are used, to have the fiat world already with a credit card. We have this, I think, like, it's an intermediate solution until we are on the stage where we will not need a credit card anymore. And I think this is especially to have this mass adoption. And this is one of our biggest, let's say, goals, to really bring people, not just from the crypto world, bring people that are not connected now to crypto or are afraid to do this step, to open this door, to say, look, this is a model, this is a company who is making you the accessibility super, super simple to the crypto world, to digitalize all your assets. Yeah. And I think that's exactly one of our milestones, to have our Zeniq debit card, to go there and to reach this point. Yeah. And I think Julian can tell us here a little bit more how it works, because we have top-up methods, e-wallet, and the Zeniq card, and how this will work. What are we offering? What is planned? So maybe, Julian, you can tell us a few words more.
Sure. I mean, the top-up methods for the Zeniq card will be relatively straightforward. There'll be either a traditional bank transfer, which obviously one can do these days via their tablets or mobile phones. And as Erwin said, we'll be allowing and facilitating the top-ups to be done via cryptocurrencies, particularly the more actively traded ones like Bitcoin and Ethereum, USDT, but also the mighty Zeniq coin, which was recently hit the markets, as you know. And all of this will be fully accessible via the Zeniq tablet hardware as well. It'll go straight into your e-wallet and therefore be uploaded immediately onto your Zeniq card. I'm very much looking forward to getting this going. We're anticipating Q3 of 2021 this year.
Yes.
For the launch of the cards. There'll be a traditional, relatively straightforward KYC that accompanies the credit card uploading, and you can see it here on the slide. It's not overly complicated, but it is something that is required now in every form of banking institution.
Exactly. One additional thing, if you see on Zeniq.investments, that will be especially for the exchange of fiat to crypto. So we will offer through our investment commodities this possibility that people can register with a general KYC and then put their wallet address where they want to transfer their fiat, which we are changing to crypto. And to fill up these details, you will get the bank account, you can transfer, and then you're getting your investment back as crypto. And I think this is a very, very nice and easy solution that we are offering now, and I'm happy that we are able to do it. So we will launch the site in the next few days, Zeniq.investments, and then you're able to use this platform for your crypto exchange, crypto investments. And yeah, I think it's a very, very nice and easy possibility to change your fiat money.
Yeah, agreed. A little bit more background about OCS and our crypto digital orientation. We have a private crypto fund, which will be represented by a coin that we're launching at some stage this summer. It may well be in May. The fund is made up of our own private equity investments in fast growth fintech companies, of which Zeniq is one of them. There's another company that we have called XS Matrix, which is a cybersecurity company, been in existence for just over 4.5 years, already has 21,000 clients, and has only been focused on the Hungarian and Swiss markets. They've got exponential growth rates with regards to their revenue stream and their EBITDA and profitability. They're profitable already, and we're anticipating that the investment that we have made in XS Matrix will return about 20-fold once we have exited that investment. Zeniq, you know all about. It is our most exciting investment to date. We're very excited by it. We very much enjoy working with Michael and Erwin and their team. And just from the pre-orders we've seen for the Zeniq tablet already, means that we're already updating our revenue and EBITDA assumptions for Zeniq, and therefore our valuation for Zeniq. We're in final stage negotiations with 3 other investments opportunities at the moment, and we're anticipating having at least 6 by the end of the year. The rest of the fund is represented by our own holdings and trading in crypto assets, so Bitcoin, Ethereum, Doge, Filecoin, etc. It's performing extremely well, and we're looking forward to the launch of the token, as I said, hopefully in May. Some more facts about that launch. It'll be a $100 million launch. It'll be 1 SCX token for $1 US. We will be trading it. It'll be a very easily functioning, accessible token to trade. We're not necessarily looking for investors, even though it sounds like a sales pitch, because we've got quite a few lined up already, which we're very happy about. But it's more for your information and for your interest, given the connection to Zeniq. Slide about Zeniq. I don't really think I should be presenting that one. Do we need to say much more about that?
I think most of the community joined already some of our webinars where we are explaining our product. And for us today, I think it's a very important day also to introduce, you know, OCS, and that the community see who are the people behind. And I mean, I'm very thankful first to have this collaboration, and second, I see what is possible now, which big steps we are taking with this collaboration, and I'm super excited. And I think all the community was waiting for this webinar to see what are we launching, what are the next steps, and yeah, so.
Well, yeah, I mean, just to add on to that, I completely agree, Erwin, but just to add on, just to and to give the community an idea about some of the things that we're looking at and discussing for Zeniq in particular. We have a significant network ourselves within the sort of wealth management, asset management, fiduciary accountancy sort of sectors, particularly around Europe, but also now here in the Middle East, and with a couple of our employees in Asia Pacific. And we think the Zeniq offering, the Zeniq hardware, the Zeniq tablet, the Zeniq hub is something that it could be rolled out quite significantly to significant amounts of fiduciary wealth management advisors. We are constantly meeting people who are saying, how do our clients get involved in crypto? Who should they be speaking to? Who should they be linking up with? Which exchanges should they be creating a wallet with? And the biggest feedback we get and concerns is the security angle. And actually the Zeniq hub is something that really does bring a lot of stability to that concern. And we've already had a couple of discussions with some UK-based independent financial advisory firms who are tremendously excited about what the Zeniq hub can do. In fact, they actually already are asking us to sign an agreement with Zeniq so that they can be the Zeniq distributor to their client base in the UK. And when I say their client base, I mean their client base runs into the hundreds of thousands just for that particular one client, or one fiduciary and wealth management company, for those of you who haven't necessarily heard of the term fiduciary. So it's those types of angles that we're coming up with and that we're exploring and that we're looking at and that we see significant potential for the Zeniq hub. A little bit about, I touched on this earlier. XS Matrix is the cybersecurity company that we're invested in. You can see from the slide that they've only been going a few years. They've only focused their attention on Hungary and Switzerland. They're already profitable, which speaks volumes actually for a fast-growing fintech company, because most of them actually take years to actually reach profitability. And within that 4.5 years, to give you an idea of the success that they're having, they've already taken on board 21,000 clients. So we think the sky is literally the limit for this company. We're already helping them roll out their service offering here in the Middle East, and we're planning on doing the same thing in Asia Pacific for them in 2022. Thank you all very much for listening. We hope it's been clear. We are very happy to receive any questions you may have at any stage. You can see the 2 email addresses on that last slide. And we're very much looking forward to working with Zeniq as well as our other partners, and helping Zeniq build up into a multi-faceted global crypto digital offering.
Thanks, Julian. It was a pleasure, and I hope that you got a better impression about our partner. And yeah, looking forward, and say have a good night, a good day, depending where you are in the world. And I'm looking forward for the next webinar. Bye.
Likewise. Bye-bye.